Hey, you there! Thank you for watching, and welcome to Forge Line Forever. Today I have a 7v7 custom match here on the most amazing Neuroxis map generator. So let's go ahead and introduce our teams and our players, starting off with Team 1 on the northwestern side of the map. And then we'll end with Team 2 in the southeastern side of the map. Taking a look at Team 1's eastern player, we have in Stitch Blue, it is Zardos. He's playing as a UVF for this match as an 1100. In Royal Blue to his west, he is the Seraphim of Rosomak. I guess how you say his own. He is, again, a Seraphim as a 1300. In Pac-Man Yellow to his west, we have the Aeon of Yomagi. He is a 1600. Moving to the southwest, we have in Snow White, it is Mimics. He's playing as an Aeon as well. He is a 2200. He is the highest rated player on Team 1, and he is also the highest rated player overall. To his southwest, we have in Orange Color Orange another Aeon for Team 1. It is Veritachek. He is a 1500. And rounding out the front line for Team 1, we have in Chevy Crimson, it is the UEF of Caillou. I think I say his name right. He is an 1100. And not to forget, for Team 1's regular set player, we have in Forest Green, my favorite color, of course. No biases here. Of course, he is Flying 9 Dutchman 9, or Flying Dutchman for short. He is, again, a UEF. He is an 1100. So for Team 1 side of the map, they have 3 UEF 0 Cybrins. That's a big 0 there. 3 Aeons and 1 Seraphim. Taking a look at Team 2's northern player, we'll go clockwise as well. We have in Emerald Green, we have Dice. He is a Cybrin. He is a 1200. To his south in Light Oak Town, we have Babel playing as an Aeon. He is a 1400. And in lightish red pink, we have Team 2's Vindex. He is a UEF for this match as a 2100. He's the highest rated player on Team 2 and barely beat out by Mimics for highest rated player overall. To his southwest, we have in Ruby Red, it is Jolinar. He is an Aeon for this match as a 1900. In Imperial Gray to his west, the first Cyber to be introduced of the game, it is Trotel. He is a 1300. And rounding out Team 2's front line, we have Ian Rust. It is Bamba and Tequila. He is a UEF as a 1000 rated. And not to forget, for Team 2's regular set player, we have in Tropical Ocean Blue, it is Ogul playing as a UEF. He is a 1200. So for Team 2 side of the map, I believe they also have 3 UEF, but this time they have 2 Cybrins. Actually, Dice was the first Cybrin to be introduced, not Trotel. Apologies. Team 2 also has 2 Aeons and then 0 Seraphim. So the difference between Team 2 and Team 1 is Team 1 has Seraphim Tech and Team 2 has Cybrin Tech. But all the factions are represented on this, or in this game. And for these 14 players on the map, let's take a look at this reclaim situation. Currently sitting at 19,000 mass and reclaim. We'll make the math easy in my head and call it 1.1, 1.2k mass per player. The major locations of reclaim really don't exist. There's a couple of 200s, a couple of 300s and 400s, but there's no 750s, the thousands, that sort of thing. So it's very well spread out around the map. There's tiny patches of no man's land for reclaim, but really it's not that big a section of the map. Taking a look, of course, of the additional mexes on the map for players to grab besides their main bases. We'll take a look at Team 2 side of the map, and we'll say this one is Team 2's, and this one is Team 2's, and we'll say these two on the western side are Team 1's for just counting purposes. There are 2 Trimex positions, as I pointed out, towards the eastern half of the map, and realistically, that's about it. I mean, yeah, this is kind of a Trimex position. It's not as close as I would like to see it. And there's, I guess there's another Trimex position kind of in the southwest as well for Team 2's Bamba. And then another one, they're starting to pop up at me. But a lot of the mexes are kind of spaced out decently. So there's some clumpage, but not really a lot of clumpage. And I will note there are 2 sets of civilian structures. They have some Team 1 PD emplacements for some engineers, units, comms, whatever that decides to walk on by. So we do see that Team 1's dealing with his on that western side. And with the introductions out of the way, I do want to make a point that this is now the official announcement of the name of the group of Titans. It is going to be Pantheon. It received 57% of the vote out of 115. Second place and third and fourth were very close. We have Promenade of Titans at 16%. And then Coliseum of Titans at 14%. And then last but not least, we have I Do Not Have an Opinion at 13%. So it seems to be that the second option in the polls have been the option that the majority have gone through. At least that has won. I guess the Harbinger one was the only one that was kind of very, very close. But I don't know. Maybe when I put the Loyalist one up, we'll see if the second choice ends up being the winner for that one. Probably tomorrow is when I'll put it up. But again, thank you so much for everybody who participated. Please, if you haven't done so already, I mean, I apologize, but I do try to put them out for roughly a week. There is going to be that Loyalist one next, so just be aware of that. You should see it on your feeds shortly. In terms of comm distributions, I will want to note the first CombiCom action has happened between Bamba of Team 2 and Caillou of... actually, oh, nope, there it is. There's the actual shots. It looked like they weren't actually shooting at one another, or barely not. But now the blows have been traded between those two UEF on the western side. In terms of everybody else, in terms of comm distributions, there is a 1v1 brewing on the eastern side between Zardos and Team 2 Cybrin of Dice. We do see a couple of guns being started by Team 1 and Team 2. And speaking of that sort of position, there's kind of just an amalgamation of players from Team 2 and Team 1. We have 3 right here, and then 2 more, it looks like, on the way. So it looks like that accounts for everybody on Team 2. Team 1, it looks like the Rigoderso player Flying Dutchman will stay in his base. We do see that Vernicek is nearby for Team 1. He could easily move in. He might end up going after Trotzel right here, but I do kind of feel like it'll just kind of just cement into a just melting pot of nonsense in the middle of the map. There's smidgens. There's tiny little lakes in the middle of the map, but I don't really expect those to be that much of an impediment for either team. Caillou and Team 2's Bamba have disengaged. It does look like Bamba has lost his facility. Team 1 has won that bout. We'll see if he wins that for at least the next couple of minutes. At bare minimum, gun started for Dice. Gun is almost done for Vernicek. Gun range is done for Jolinar in the middle. And we have unit engagements between Team 2's Dice and Team 1 Zardos, who's going for a gun upgrade as we speak. Lots of open area towards the east and the western sides of the map. We also see gun started for Team 1's Caillou. We have gun started for Mimics. We have gun range started for Vernicek. Is anybody else doing a gun? No? We're good? Okay. To the middle. Okay, whatever. Bamba and Tequila starts his gun on board. I imagine like 2 kids in a trench coat kind of thing. And can you imagine trying to operate an ACU with 2 kids in a trench coat? That'd be interesting to say the least. Anyway, towards the western side of the map, now we see gun advance range starts for Vernicek. And we see a lot of forces inbound for him. Lots of Furfurs, lots of Aurora. Like to see those Furfurs and Aurora mixed together. I think do the Furfurs have Aurora or have Hover? I don't think they do. No, they don't. Okay, that's what I thought. And that gun is started for Vindex on his comm. Lots of gun upgrades are emerging. Again, it is a 7v7 game, 14 player total game. I am going to miss something. I know it. So apologies ahead of time. Just be aware. I'll try to do my best, but sometimes, most of the time, 95% of the time, my best is sometimes not good enough to catch all of the kills. Go look at yesterday's game. You can see that. We do see Gun almost done for Vindex and Gun almost done for Bamba. Guns are starting to finish off for all the players that did start their guns, so we should see more Convicom action. Speaking of Convicom action, we have Jolinar pushing in with his only range upgraded commander. Very interesting. He isn't going for speed. Maybe he's holding off and he's going to go for sensor package at some point, but he just wants the range upgrade done. Gun is done for Vindex, and here comes Team 1's Mimics. He has gun speed and range on board. Ogle from Team 2's backline is getting a facility online, maybe just for reclaim purposes. Range started for Bamble towards the east. Babble, not Bamble. I think I said Bamble. I think of Bamba. Yeah, Bamba and Babble. Yeah, that's a tongue twister if I've ever seen one. T2 started on board. Zardos has come. It does route him to the spot, and that does allow Team 2's forces to kind of just snake on by. So a little bit of a run by opportunity happening for Team 2 over there. And it looks like kind of some more Convicom engagements here between the two players on the western side. Looks like mexes have been taken out, even though they may or may not. Looks like they have been built, and shots are now being traded between those two. I don't expect them to immediately die. I say that, and then I zoom away for 10 seconds, and then one's dead. Just watch. But we do see some forces have now intercepted those from Dice, and now he's falling back. And Zardos didn't have to move a muscle. He's just going to sit there with his T2 upgrade and keep going with it. We do see, again, there's 3 players from Team 2 here. There's 2 from Team 1. Advanced range is done on Veranicek. We do see Yonagi is over here to the pond. I don't think I've commented about what he's up to. He's just in the pond. Oh, and I didn't notice that Rosomak is in his base. So actually not everybody from Team 1 is on the front lines. It's mainly 4. 5 if you count Yonagi. I thought it was more closer to 6, but I guess not. I kind of missed that. And Vindex is being shot up by Veranicek, so he just can't catch up. At this point, you have just cut your losses and run. It's not worth the extra damage. Missile started for Ogo. Do wish he goes for T2 upgrade first. Makes that just a little bit easier. And Bamba being surrounded by Team 1 forces from Team 1's Caillou, and that's going to be the first kill for Team 1 and the game. There he goes. He just got outmaneuvered, it looks like. And he is killed off, and now it is a 7v6. I did catch that kill at 11.5 minutes in favor for Team 1. T2 immediately started on board Caillou's comm. We do see that sensor package was what Jolinar was kind of waiting for. He was getting, a little bit more breathing room, a little bit more time, and seeing if it was actually worth it. Looks like it is to him. I do want to note this is a full 20 by 20 map, so that sensor package percentage of the map will be lessened. Not because it's depending on the size of the map, but because the sensor package is a fixed range, so technically the smaller the map, the bigger percentage of the map he can see. So that's why I mean it's diminished, but isn't really diminished. But you get my point. Ogle still progressing with the attack missile upgrade. He does have some engineer assistance nearby that is helping expedite that a little bit, but probably still should go for that T2 upgrade just to assist with that. Units inbound for Rosomak moving into Babble's position. T2 PD online will help a little bit, but probably needs, I was going to say Team 1, and Team 1 is built, and there are some forces here trying to deal with that, and the overcharge, not overcharge, but the AoE from that Oblivion will help out a little bit, especially when the forces stack up like that, but probably shouldn't target the same thing with the Oblivion PD, and it grabs a couple more units, but that base not looking too bad. There is a Team 1 facility upgrading to T2. That should be fine, honestly. There's not that many forces from Team 1 left, and that will exist at least for a little bit while. Team 2 ignores this position for these little civilians hanging out over there, so no idea why, but hey, maybe they don't want to harm civilians. We do see gun has started here for Ogle. He's going for gun when he's going for missile, so maybe wants to be in, a sneaky guy and launch a missile at somebody that is engaging at close range, maybe, who knows. Jolinar, again, does have that sensor package online, so this is what Team 2 can see. When I zoom out like this, you really don't, and you do see the impact, but it's really not as big as you would think it is. And then this is what Team 1 can see on Team 2 side of the map. Not a lot of scouting, especially in the southern side of the map. And I will note that Team 2's Trotzel does inherit the base once belonging to Bamba. In the middle, Trotzel's forces still being hit. Jolinar is forced back, and Ogle is falling back as well. We do see, a couple of T3 units also mixed in with some Absolvers. Very good at shielding, or taking out shielding. Not much anything else, though. Nano repair started for Ogle. This is an interesting setup for Ogle's comm. He has gun. He has missile. Now he's going for nano. Not the upgrades that I usually see on a missile commander, but hey, changing the meta, or not changing the meta, but changing the norm is not a bad idea. We have Nano started for Vindex's come. He's being hit by, some sniper box. He has to fall back. It's not the Absolver shots, it's the sniper ones. Ooh, that one misses. That one still hits him in the back, and he's going to get out of there. He's not doing good on that comm. Stealth started on Team 2's dice. He's up to 50% and more with that. He's either rolling the dice or he's the company that makes the video game, or the video game company, not the company that makes the video game. And Stealth also started for Trotzel. Again, Team 2 has the only Cyberns in the game. Team 1, the only Seraphim in the game. So telemasers are only possible for Team 2, while the nonsensical 50 plus 1,000 calm hit points thing that the Seraphim can get only exists on Team 1. Still, more and more and more Aurora. Looks like not that many Furfurs, though. A lot of Aurora, though. Veronicek going for a lot more T1 units. We do see some T3 now on the case. A couple of Harmagers are inbound, mixed in with a couple of Blazes. 3 T2 land headquarters I don't understand this. I don't know if there's a new meta or something that I have no idea about, but why are there 3? Why can't there just be 1? Why is there 3? Oh, and I will note the T3 air is online for Team 1, and T3 air is online for Team 2. It looks like it's only 1 T3 air facility for... Oh, nope, there's 2 for Team 1. So Team 1 has the advantage in air for now. Shield started on Team 2's Vindex is calm, and it's just, again, there's an Absolver nearby, at least a couple of them, and that shield is not going to last very long. He will... Oh, he's going to have to cancel it. Yep, there he goes. Those sniper bots are just really... Oh, that missile got 2 of them, and the other one got the last one. Nice grab by that spearhead from Team 2's Vindex. A little bit of revenge, because he's canceled multiple upgrades at this point. Speaking of canceled upgrades, Tronto cancels his Nano. He is holding off Team 1's Caillou for now. Advanced range started on board Jelinar in the pond there just to make sure he's not shot at by anybody from Team 1. Missiles are inbound from Team 2. And again, there are 3 UEFs per team. Granted, one of them is dead, that being Bamba, so there's actually 2. But Billy Nuke should be happening, you would think, at some point during the game. Again, there's total of 6, currently 5. So percentage-wise, you would assume, but we always know what happens when you assume and whatnot, and it's not really a good idea to do that. Another attempt at a shield upgrade. He cancels his... So who fired that missile? Ogle did. Okay, so Vindex and Ogle have been canceling upgrades, but Vindex is being hit by the sniper bots, and Ogle has not. I was like, I think... It's like somebody started the nano upgrade, but who fired the missile? Because the shield goes on the middle, whatever. Western side, we have Caillou pushing back a little bit against these Rhinos and a couple of Loyalists mixed in. Loyalist, I think one of the most underrated units of the game. Missile redirect systems on board, unique to them and the Sirens, the cruisers for the Cybern tech. Such a good ability, especially with dealing with Billy Nukes. Doesn't work against nukes. Don't try it, but it's not going to work. But it does work against Billy Nukes. Those are 2 different things. Even though nuke is in the name, it is not the same thing. It's more of a big, beefy missile. I guess that's what a nuke is a very big, beefy missile. But shield's still progressing here for Vindex. And we have attack, nuke. Again, it started, but again, it's going to take a minute. And he might actually be loading the missile, not the actual upgrade, because it says 0 out of 1 for the missile there. Actually, that's not necessarily true. Sometimes players cancel the loading of the old missile and then just go straight for the upgrade. I have seen that, so it could actually be the actual upgrade, but we'll see. We do see a lot of forces inbound from Veronicek pushing in, and there are some bricks and some Harbingers from Trotzel to intercept, and lots of Team 1 Aurora. Let's see those tinfoil Aurora units. There are some more Harbingers inbound. I think there's a couple of Obsidians. Yep, a couple of them mixed in as well. We also see some reinforcements from Jelinar to assist. But that force is not really going anywhere. They killed off 1 mech and a radar system. That's really about it. And then just a lot of reclaim there. Speaking of reclaim, at 17 and almost 18 minutes. Team 2 at 50. Team 1 at 47. So staying relatively close to one another. Team 1 barely in the lead for Eco. Actually, no, scratch that. Team 2 is behind about 100 or so. So Not doing terrible in terms of lead for Team 1, but it is something that Team 2 can come back from. It is not out of the realm of possibility yet. Dice is inbound. Not gonna be great for the... Not a pantheon of Titans, but there's a couple of them. And that's not... Oh, he's getting some shields to protect himself. That's definitely smart. And protecting his PD. Love the double use there. And he's going to fall back and help assist with that building. Eastern side kind of slowing down a little bit, except for this run by, which he will succeed on grabbing at least those mexes in the north. A couple of T2s and a couple of Team 1s. Western side, not really. It's kind of been about the same. We do see more units actually inbound from Trato, not going this way, not going this way. They're going this way. And it looks like they're just going to completely avoid Team 1's Caillou. A couple of Harbingers, though, in the base for Caillou as well. Going after the facilities, going after at least a couple of them. Would have liked to see them grab the mechs, grab the radar system, but hey. Oh, and they got it on the way out. Nice grab there. The attack Nuke is almost done. And then, of course, he's going to have to load that and then fire it immediately, because why not? We have Babel going for his shield. He has speed and range on board, so... No Aeon Sniper yet, but he's going for mini tank. So far, there's the nano repair also started for Orgles. He wants to make sure he's protected at least a little bit more. A couple of Ilshis engaging those rhinos. And they are being EMP'd, it looks like. So that's not helping things. And Team 1 will win that fight. We also see that Dice is getting in on the action as well. Actually, those are forces from Team 1 engaging the ones from Team 2. For some reason, I thought it was the other way around, but... That's okay. I guess, yeah, Ilshis from Team 1. Yeah, that makes sense. And they're going after more of the spam facilities. But it's kind of, again, kind of a no man's land over here. If they go further east, they really have to go either west or south to really engage anything, to be honest with you. Advanced range starter for Babel's Comm. How is the air situation going? Team 1's air grid getting a little bit more expanded upon. I do know a second one. That is just an L. That's what that is. That's an L shape. That's not even just an L shape. That's just an L. That's what's going on over there. It does look like that kind of S, for those of you that, you know, it's the whole... Oh, shoot, I did it wrong. There, you get my point. It kind of looks like that. Anyway. In the middle of the map, we do see a little bit more pushing in from Team 2. You kind of see this interesting shape, I'll say, from Team 2. I was going to say a phrase or a word for it, and I was like, no, probably won't say that. Team 1's Mimics is here with, again, shield, range, and sensor. So he also has a sensor package. So this is what he can see, a little bit of some lag there. Apologies there. That was the game, not me. At least I don't think it was me. And a couple of just air scouts hanging out over here. No idea what they're up to. But missiles are inbound from Team 2's and missile launchers from Trotil. Going after... Ooh, nice grab of a couple of these T2 and T1 units. And that's going to force those units to disengage. That might allow those forces from him to engage. We'll see if that ends up happening. Still, this group of units is just kind of going in circles over here, just hanging out. It is acting as a nice little buffer just in case Caillou wants to go east, which is not going to happen. And Billy Nuke lands. That is 2, 4, 5, 2, 6, 7 facilities knocked offline, with 1 mechs to boot. So the production facilities for Team 1 are being hampered, at least for Rosomak. I can still don't know if I'm saying his name right. But gunships over the top of Vindex's position. They are the restore variety. So again, air to ground, not great. Air to air, very good. Vindex again has nano, he has shield, and he has guns, so he's doing pretty well for himself in terms of hit points. Team 2 definitely needs to get some more AA online here. A couple of flak and T3 units, not going to be a whole lot to deal with these gunships. And it looks like Team 1 has also won the air fight, so air control for Team 1, not by a huge margin, but the restorers are kind of helping with that. Looks like they are finally going after those flak and other T3 units that can shoot at them in the sky. Looks like the gunships will fall back and disengage, so we'll see what ends up happening with those ones. Those look like a couple of ASFs are inbound from Ogle, but again, They're going to get shot down before they even do significant damage to those units, so I don't think there's going to be a whole lot that's going to be happening. Transport picks up the Calm of Babel, definitely a dangerous thing to do. He has shield, he has gun speed / range on board. Don't remember if he went for advanced range or not. I think the answer to that is yes, he did go for it, and he went for heavy shield. He has Aeon Sniper Tank on the eastern side of the map, and we do see a comment saying, hey, go this way and engage. So it looks like Jonar is thinking about moving in that northeastern corner, which does look a little bit lax with defenders. We do see some here, but with the combined efforts of Dice's comm and Babel's comm with some gunships as well as some other forces nearby, should be more than enough. And it might pull some attention away, specifically the gunships, to move in to intercept those forces from Team 2. Western side, we have an engagement of some bricks and some loyalists. We do see Caillou underneath a shield for now. The forces from Trottel not pushing in as aggressively as you would expect, and then I say that and then he pushes in anyway. So just throw those roads wide out the window. We do see Caillou is falling back. He has to. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Buzzkills are going down. They really were buzzkills, to be honest with you. T2PD going down. The Titans are still trying to hold as best they can, but the bricks are just better at what the Titans do because they just have more hit points and they fire, I think, maybe the same speed. I think they do more. The bricks definitely do more damage. But anyway, that is the retreat of Caillou. And surprisingly enough, besides the first kill from Team 1 on Bamba, nobody has died at 23 and a half minutes. I said that and someone's going to magically control K or die from something. Just watch. But hey, people are going to be making it, maybe, or almost everybody's going to make it past the 30-minute mark. We'll see. Zardos gets a nice little Omni and T3 land headquarters online, pumping out some Perseus to most likely intercept these forces from Team 2. Again, does Team 1 know about that? They know about Babel. They don't know about Dice because he has stealth on board. He's being a little bit of a sneaky guy. Western side, a couple of forces from Toronto just walking up that western edge. They took out these set of mexes. Looks like engine is already there. Maybe going to scoop it up. Maybe going to reclaim it. Maybe going to do something else with it. Who knows? And TMD coming online. Of course, they're dealing with the Billy Nukes from Team 2's Ogle, and his is loaded. Vindex hasn't gone for one yet. Again, the only 2 UEF commanders remaining. I will note that Ogle is the air player for Team 2, so him being on the front lines a little bit of a risk. And no T3 air yet from anybody else from Team 2. But we will see if that ends up changing or not. Team 1, it's still the 2 from Team 1. Maybe a third one will materialize. Or you could just build a donut. That also works. And again, Team 2 has had control of the middle for a while now. And the only problem, unfortunately, with that is they didn't really get a lot of mexes for it. There are some, but there's not a whole lot. Oh, well, that Billy Nuke from Team 2 is not gonna go well. They are moving back, luckily. I don't know if that's because of the forces from Vindex or not. But, ooh, the TMD grabs it and kills off that Billy Nuke. Ooh, I didn't see that mixed in with all the orange stuff there, but that was a, ooh, that would have been a yikes moment. But nice defense there from Baranachek to the northeast. Team 2 has eliminated the presence from Team 1, and they now officially own the eastern edge of the map. They actually own pretty much the entire eastern quarter of the map, bar just a couple of facilities and mexes from Team 1. We have heavy shield being started from Mimix's comm underneath shielding, so hey, there's that. And the Armigers are being hit a lot by those Absolvers. I do like to see the Absolvers on the map. They are a unique unit to the Aeons. They don't get as much action. Granted, the Mercy doesn't get much action anymore. I don't know what the circles are about, but it looks like Team 2's Vindex really wants to go that way for whatever reason. We do see Advanced Nano started here for Rosso Mach, so he's going to get that nonsensical hit points. And then Yonagi going for a T2 in the water. He's been sitting in that water for a while now. He does have a... That's a T1, not a T2. Never mind. Northeastern side gunship's going to move in to assist Zardos' position because he is not looking good. That's his main base, his main production facilities as well. He does have a couple of mexes here, but not a whole lot of stuff remaining. Team 2 is, again, starting to push in, and those gunships engage those forces. There is a lot of flak, and we do... Actually, look at that. We did see some Mercies. I don't even know where they were... Oh, here they come. Speaking of Mercies, they are inbound. Again, they are not as good as they once were, but hey, they are used from time to time, and then as of course I look at them, they are then shot down. So scratch that. But hey, they were used, so that's something. Splash. Ooh, nano gun and splash gun. Somebody is going to be sniping somebody, or at least trying to go after somebody on the front lines. And Team 1's forces engage that of Team 2's. It's combined of Vindex. We have Gillenart. We have a couple of engineers, but there are some bricks inbound from Trottel. This is all Aeon from Varanacek. Looks like that's his entire army for like 90% of it. 95% of it. We have Caillou going for attack missile. He would have to go for Billy Nuke to really make an effect on this section of the map. We do see some sniper bots mixed in, so a little bit of revenge, for at least for somebody for Team 2. And we do see some forces now with the departure of the everything from here, trying to take advantage, but they aren't committing, and they're taking some losses. Bombers are inbound, don't know what they're up to, but they're going to do something. And it looks like with the sniper assistance, the Percys, and then everything else, they're starting to hunt down those Harbingers. And there's about a charge of Percys here, and there's about, you know, a horde or... Oh, shoot, is it horde or is it... I think it's horde. No. Oh, shoot, I haven't got what the word for Harbingers were. Excuse me. I need to go look at my master list again. That's frustrating. I thought it was horde. Because it was... Horde, Harem, and then Host. Oh, I think it's Host. I think it's Host of Harbingers. Anyway, I think it's Host. Anyway, here comes the Host of Harbingers from Team 1 and Team 2. If it's Host, I apologize. If it's Horde, I apologize. It's something that starts with an H, not Harem. And Percy's engaging one another. Not one another, but the Percy's engaging. The bricks have all actually started to move over here. It looks like they want to kind of just pincer maneuver those forces. And those Percys hide behind the Harbingers, and that does very well because they stick around. There are some gunships, though, inbound, so that's not going to be very, very helpful. We do see a decent amount of Redeemers running around, some T3 AA units. There's that group of Restorers is starting to get a little bit thick. That ball is starting to get more round and more detailed as more polygons start to flesh out those faces on the, you know, hypothetical sphere that is curved. We do see Rosomach is inbound with that gun splash and advanced nano comm, 220 hit point region with 33,000 total hit points for now. He's going to be a target for Team 2 for sure once they see him. And we have GC inbound to secure the reclaim. And this should be easily won by Team 2. We have Bricks, Harbingers, and Percys. More than enough to deal with that for that GC from Team 1. And we do see, I think, not everybody's committing. Oh, no. See, that's the only problem with having multiple people control the armies, is that if one person doesn't commit just like this, you kind of all have to fall back, and it's kind of a will they, won't they with everybody else. GC running around the base from Team 1's Yonagi, so doing a great job of thinning out the crowd, where maybe those forces from Mimics will engage, but no, I don't think so. Another GC inbound from Team 1's Yonagi. It looks like those forces didn't engage and they kind of suffered for it. But we do see Bricks on the western side going after the everything in Caillou's base. T3 land headquarters is targeted and now is gone. A couple of P, Gen, and some E storage nearby, but looks like maybe they'll go after the T2 air headquarters. They are not going to grab it, but the Bricks actually being held by the GC. Oh, he's trying to move him out of range. Oh, it's going to be close. Oh, 9 hit points left. That is insanely close to death on that headquarters. Ravager's trying to be built to deal with the GC. GC trying to move and get out of its firing arc. We do see that some comments or some lines are being drawn saying just fall back. So, again, the drawing is useful, especially for me, but sometimes there is a little more drawing than there is tactical comments, I think would be the polite way to put it. Anyway, in terms of 30 minutes on the clock, Team 1 has 7 players left. Team 2 has only lost Bamba. So very kind of a low kill count game so far at 30 minutes. Team 1 and Team 2, 2.5 to 2.3, 2.4, so not that bad in terms of mass behind. And in terms of reclaim, Team 2, I think, is winning just barely, though, 143 to 112. So let me know down in the comments if you think is going to currently win this game. Of course, if you haven't, because why not at this point hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. As always, thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Now let's go back to the GCs just absolutely demolishing the armies for Team 2 in the West. I don't really know if Team 2 is building more experimentals or not, because Team 1 is pumping them out. We have 2 GCs here, 3 GCs there. One there. I don't think they ended up killing that other one that came in. Nope, that was the one that actually got away. I'm thinking about that song, the one that got away. And then that donut being built right on top of Mimic's comm, because why not? Ras being built on Varanichek's comm. In the east, we do see Megalith and GC. So it seems like experimentals are happening on the counterclockwise environment. So Team 1's going this way and Team 2's going this way. But there is a couple of GCs inbound, though, from Team 2's donor. We actually see 1, 2, and 3 of them. I will note that there are some players in the water for Team 2, and I think, yep, Nunagi has left his pond. Don't know why, but he just wanted new scenery, I guess. Another Nuke inbound. I think maybe Team 1 has spotted him, given the booping, not booping, but given the move order. Maybe that's from Team 2, who knows. It's going to land, I mean, kills on, it's not really that great, but I think Team 1 saw it, so there wasn't going to be any sort of surprises. The mech space that I commented about earlier for Zardos is going down. He has an SMD. He's almost loaded with it. It makes me think that Team 2 maybe has thought about a way to end this game in a very volatile fashion, which not that I've seen yet, but of course I am partially... Oh, yep, there it is. Partially blind. At least that's what I say. I have kind of poor vision, to be honest with you. But anyway, generally. But that besides the point. T3 started on board Caillou's comm, and Trato finishes another experimental. Looks like it is a drum roll, please. Where is it? Monkey Lord. Is that built on the front lines? That looks like that was built on the front lines. Wow, that's kind of impressive. Not to lie. And GC engaging GC. No veterancy for either, so it just comes down to hit points. There's 2 GCs inbound. This one heavily damaged. This one is not looking too great. This GC will fall back. It will actually encourage that one to keep chasing it, which is not great because Jonah will lose that one. He does have a new one inbound, though. We do see, again, Vindex's just facilities getting more expansive. Ravagers, lots of spearheads for more longer range engagements. Monkey Lord is the draw that Team 2 wanted to have this GC engage, and the nonsensical brick house. It's not a brick house, it's a brick wall. And those bricks are going to be picked up, and those ones will crash and burn here in a moment. And actually, oh, how many is he going to lose? He's going to lose probably half of them. Oh, that's 1, 2, 3. Looks like he lost 5 of them. That's half a wall section almost. That's not great in terms of crash damage. Megalith in the northeast. Also, GC is going to just be absolutely obliterated by some gunships. That's going to last about 2 more seconds, and there he goes. Crab is going to turn around. Looks like he's... Don't know what he's actually targeting, to be honest with you. Looks like the Optims is what he's targeting. Probably should be going after stuff in this base, but I guess not. He's going to fall back. It looks like there were a decent amount of flak and T3 units mixed in there from Babel and Dice, so those gunships kind of took some heavy losses, but they did kill off a GC, so there is that. There's a new one inbound, though, from Team 1, and another one, and another one. We'll see if that one bites the dust. Lots of stuff being... Okay. UEF doing UEF things shortly. 33 minutes on the clock. To be fair, Team 2 does have a nuke, and it's half loaded. Does Team 1 know about it? I would assume they... Yep, they do. I was going to say they probably do. And this is what Team 2 can know about Team 1. I will note, just by the visuals, that... And there's also a soothsayer over there. This is what Team 2 can see. So they see a huge portion of the map. I wouldn't say 25% that they can't see continuously, but I'd say 35% they can't see. So they're closing in on a really good, constant visual just sight, which is very, very good to know what your opponents are up to. Decent amount of parashields are out of shielding, so they're going to be kind of trodden underfoot. And we do see, I keep zooming in and out, but bricks are inbound for Zardos' column. Apologies for the sneeze there. Zardos does get underneath some shielding. Bricks are continuing to engage. Gunships are inbound once again. And that Megalith somehow is still alive. And cast a curse that's now dead. And Bricks now engaged in the GC, so Zardos will be fine. And there's a lot of ASFs moving in to protect said gunships. We do see some ASF shadowing from Team 2, though. See what ends up happening with that. Western side, Chu, GCs, and a Monkey Lord. The Monkey Lord is leading. And we have Team 1's Caillou falling back to his main base. He's going for Billy Nuke. And I did not switch that off of the mass. Apologies for that. Team 1 is in the lead now, 3,000 to 2.6. And it has officially dropped to -1 speed. So this game has a lot of stuff going on. I can't even imagine how slow this game was for the players. I think from the time code in the replay, I think it was almost 2 hours of real game time that this game took place. I think it's something close to that. And I think the game is about 59 minutes. So it's a little bit under an hour. And then it's about double that for real time played. So, or I think is that how that works? Real time? Yeah, I think it's real time played. SMD is loaded, so that nuke will not land. And Team 2 was unable to snipe it. So bye-bye nuke. But Team 2 is launching Billy nukes over here. And that's not doing good things for Team 1's front line. Looks like Trato saying go this way, ignore the pond, it looks like, because there are 2 GCs. And I will note those ponds are not very deep, so those GCs will engage essentially the entire time they're under there. There's no rest for the wicked underneath the waves, at least in the middle of the map. No, I think that's not deep enough. T3 started for Zardos' comm as well. Really trying to get those engineering prowess online sooner rather than later, I guess. And oh my goodness, the L is just getting longer and longer. And he's building all up. Okay, so I think everybody knows exactly what I'm going to say. This is a cascade waiting to happen. Just, it's like the E-storage from that one game. Just a straight line across the map. Why? And Donut is online going after the Monkey Lord. There is a Billy Nuke inbound from Team 2. An air fight does happen between Team 1 and Team 2. I'm trying to keep both things in view. Oh, please hit the Zara. Please hit the Zara. Please hit the Zara. Oh, it's not going to hit it. Sad face. But it snipes one unit. And counter Billy Nuke is inbound. And Team 2's Trottel is... does he have a Loyalist still alive? I don't think so. And that... Ooh, that's gotta hurt. Caillou says back, and Jolinar says Billy. Northeastern side, Team 1 and Team 2 still... it looks like the progress is being shifted not over here, but they're going this way. For Babel, looks like he's like, it's a little bit too thick in terms of defenses. We'll go completely westward instead of northwest. But 2 GCs are inbound, and that's going to hamper things quite a bit for Team 2. Eco still favoring Team 1. Again, but given the map that Team 2 has access to, they really should be winning, but they're not, which makes me think either power outage for somebody or just they're not upgrading their mexes. Billy Nuke is going to land right in the midst of those Harbingers. Kills off most of those forces. SMD is the target. They will probably get it. And it's gone. SMD is down, which means his base is exposed. Let's see if... Nope. It will launch immediately, though. And it will go for that base, I guess. So Jonah is going to take complete advantage of that. Second nuke online for Team 2's Trottil. So we have dual nukes for Team 2. And it looks like an air grid maybe is going to occur. Nuke is inbound from Team 1. Where's the nuke? Oh, there it is. There it is. Team 1's nuke. Not underneath shield coverage. But you have all of the PD and the shielding protecting this. Why? Why is this? Why? And Nuke is inbound. Satellite also online for Team 1. That's the first of, 4 that he wanted to build? Looks like he's only building 2. He was going to build 4 in that initial formation. That central position for Team 2 is... if that's where the nuke is going, it's going to Oh, that's not good for Babel's forces. They're walking right through the base. They're just like, we're just here on an exercise. Well, that's a huge chunk of that base eliminated. Nuke is killed off. 84,000 mass with its first nuke. Very, very well done. Not the MML create, is what Vindex was saying. Not the gumdrop buttons. That's whenever somebody says that, something like that. That's what I think of. GC. Oh, those are some buzz kills, and those are going to get buzz killed. Oh, that's rough. Counter missile inbound. It's actually a upgraded air quotes. Billy nuke. It's not an attack missile, it's a Billy nuke. And another set of missiles are inbound. I was like, are you going to try to snipe the comm? Because that'd be impressive. Billy nuke is inbound. The missile battery is not going to last much longer. There it goes. Nice grab there from Caillou. And those missiles are, ooh, yes, they are inbound. New Team D is being built. He's going to see it too late. And that's a snipe on the fat point, and the wreck is gone. So no soup for you, no Rex for you. 3 donuts, though. That's concerning for Team 2. That's a lot of firepower in the air. Nuke is inbound for Team 2 as well. And unless they change their targets, it should be... Nope, not going there. The donuts are moving. I don't know if Team 2 has a new target in mind. There is an artillery being built here, but I don't know where that nuke is. It's going kind of north by northwest. Are they trying to go on? There's an SMD there. I don't know. Are you trying to snipe the nuke with a nuke? I mean, that's one way to do it, but it's not. That's not gonna work. Unless the SMD magically disappears, I don't think that's gonna work anytime soon. Shielding has protecting the nukes, and artillery has been. Ooh, that's not only any artillery. That's a salvation. Technically, the other half of the Paragon, and that nuke actually is going a little bit to the. Oh, if you sniped those restorers, I would have laughed so hard. Oh, it's going after Rosomak's base. Transport's gonna pick him up. And is he on board? He's barely out of range, but he did get hit. Come on. Boom, Pigeons go down. Massfab goes down. Lots of eco goes down for Team 1. Team 2 now in the lead for eco, 3.1 to 2.6. That eastern side starting to be clawback a little bit for Team 1, but I think... Why is this here? Of all, I mean, granted it's not a place that you would expect it to be, but why of all of the places you're going to put a Scathus near a bunch of P-Gens and some Massfabs and the whatnot? That's just, you're asking for that thing to be blown up in a cascade specifically. That's what I think is going to happen. But hey, Game Ender has made its appearance. Technically, a Game Ender and a half has made their appearance. And another explosion, another Billy nuke. And what happened to... Is Ogle no longer on the front lines? No, he's... No, where is he? Oh, he's right there. There he is. He's sitting next to his SACUs. That's why I couldn't find him. He's launching Billy nukes, so it's just constant Billy nukes between Caillou and Ogle on that western side. And... What does it say? Frontline Scathus. Nice... What? Nice throw? Oh, that's what... Yeah. Okay. That's what I said. I was like, why is he going on the front lines? I mean, if it works, it's not expected. So if he's trying to, break norm, that's working for them. We have some AA being built in the water, but I don't think those Spectre gunships really appreciated that. And they'll deal with those engineers and other AA structures here shortly. Billy nuke lands in the section of the ASFs for Team 1's air player of Flying Dutchman. And another nuke is inbound from Team 1. Where is it? Team 2? There's another Billy nuke that lands. And there goes the nuke. It's from... Okay. Why? Why? Why are you building 2 Scathi at the same time? Just build one and then build the other one. Where is this explosion of which you speak of? Or which I hear? Is it an SACU blowing up? Probably. Nuke is inbound. Looks like it's a counter nuking on the frontline base for Team 1 if it doesn't stop, which it is going to stop. There it goes. A little bit of revenge for Vindex. It looks like it was slowly being assaulted, but boom. There goes that. The middle bases for both teams are decimated. Another Billy nuke inbound. It's just constant Billy nukes on that side of the map. Team 2, you can notice that they're not going this way. They're kind of going more at a 90-degree angle that way. And that Scathis is okay. Never mind, it was canceled. So scratch that. No Scathis over there. Scathis being started over there, and Salvation still progressing somewhat. It's about a little under 50% for Team 2's Jolinar. I haven't seen one of those in a while. SACUs are being targeted. There is a decent amount of flak and T3 AA underneath. That donut might... Let's get out of there. Oh, it's going to be close. 2,000. Oh, looks like 2,000 hit points is going to be the thing. Lots of ASF are dying because of all the AA in the area. They're trying to protect the donuts as best they can. A bunch of SACUs die underneath said all of the everything. That donut is actually hit and will go down. The Team 1 loses one, but it's closer to the Team 1 side of the map, and they're going to sit over it and reclaim it. So not too big of a deal, but hey, that is one donut dead nonetheless. Fat Boy northeastern side hanging out. What is this over here? Oh, remember that other half of the Paragon that I mentioned? There it is. It's on Team 1. So, ooh, power's out. That's not great. Yonagi. There it is. The infinite money glitch is online. And I want to note that why? Why? I mean, you can't control K the mat. You may have to reclaim them individually, but why? Why is that just a line of mass fams right there? Just why? I mean, it's better than T3s. T3 would be even more volatile, but still. That's a lot of engineers. Not a lot of them producing shields. A couple of them are, but infinite money is online. Infinite mass. Well, infinite air quotes coming online. Please tell me you're... Okay, that's a salvation. Okay, where... Oh, okay, good. First rule of Paragon, always build a second one. And explosion happens right on top of an SACU Rainbow preset. The shield's like, it's fine. It's still online. It's badly damaged, but it's not too bad. All of the everything in terms of mass producing stuff has been gifted over to Mimics. Granted, the adjacency doesn't work between teammates, so that doesn't really help. But I guess he has quote-unquote infinite mass, so I guess he doesn't really care. Nothing happening in this base anymore. I keep looking back there, but it's just not there. Scathis kind of abandoned at this point. How's the salvation going? It's still going, but I don't know if Team 2 knows about the... They see this. They don't know what it's there, though. And again, that besides that first death from Bamba, nobody else has died. Nuke is inbound. I think it's finally inbound to this space. SMD is not going to be loaded in time. And that'll be the death of Caillou's base. There is a Billy Nuke inbound. Don't know where it's going, but it's going somewhere. Looks like it's going right on top. Oh, is it redirected? Oh, it might be redirected. Yeah, that's a redirected Billy Nuke because of how high the arc is. It is shot down, and Caillou he wasn't going to die from his own Billy Nuke, but definitely was going to hurt. We do see some Monkey Lords coasting in on the northern edge. If they get a whiff of that Paragon, Team 2 has their target. Another Novax online. That's number 4. So he did build 4, just not in a tight little square that I thought he was going to build a 2x2 block. Nano repair started for Trottel on his comm. Shields are kind of holding, but kind of not. Looks like some of the power grid was singed, but not too... Sorry, air grid was singed, but not too badly. And Salvation's... Oh, it's almost done. It's in the green, but how is Team 1's... Oh, there goes the nuke. Kaboom! How is the Paragon going for Team 1? He's not doing too bad. Definitely needs more shielding. Has a lot of PD and whatnot. Salvation is working its way to be done. That's working its way to be done. We have another Paragon started. We have, of course, another donut under construction. And gunships are inbound again. They are the air-to-ground, not the best. Actually, not great, but hey, it's something. There, another Billy Nuke. Another one landing next to Caillou, and Caillou just launching them as he retreats. Moving in to intercept the forces from Team 2's Vindix. It is going to be a race against time for Team 2, because the longer that Paragon stays online, the worse it is for Team 2. Just kind of the nature of the beast there. Percy's and Optims and Restores Oh My engaging the 3 Monkey Lords. This one is now gone. This one will soon be gone. And then that will be soon be gone after that. Looks like they may try to go after the SMD, but that's not going to happen anytime soon. Lots of gunships. Are they like... Are some of them bingo on fuel? Why are they flying so slowly? No? It just seemed like they're flying slowly. It is negative. Okay, it's -2. I guess that's probably why. And Paragon is still alive. Salvation almost done. Salvation almost done. Paragon still in the red, but I guess it doesn't really matter at this point. Salvation is done for Team 2. Where is it launching? This is the probably the most important moments. Do they know? No, they do not. How are they going to know? They're going to know, but they don't know. Looks like maybe the air grid is going to be the target of Salvation. Who knows? But Team 1's going to have, they have one. They're soon going to have two. With this one coming online, it's not going to go well. We do see Monkeyloids moving in to a decent amount of Harmagers and GCs. -2 speed. Maybe we'll see -3 speeds. We'll see. And it's just not looking good for some things for Team 1, but not looking some good things for Team 2. Those two Salvations are definitely not a good thing. And they are inbound to this position. This is Salvation actually online for Mimic. So it looks like it was just Salvation v Salvation, but no, it's going to be a Paragon. The shields are down. It's only a matter of time before the P-Gens are eliminated. And there is more shielding coming online. It looks like it's what... no, they're not targeting the one from Team 2. They're targeting the air grid. And Nuke is inbound from Team 2 once again. Has Team 1 seen any action with that Nuke launcher? Was that killed off at some point? It was there. It was there. It looks like it may have been killed off. And Nuke's going to land over there. Right in the middle of the whatever nonsense that is. Looks like maybe they tried to go after the air units or something. The second Salvation is underway. 44 minutes on the clock. This game goes on for another 15 minutes. So it's possible both teams have a chance. And another Salvation. What is up with all the Salvations from Team 1 and Team 2? Vernacek has one as well. So the guy who built the Paragon has two. And the guys who don't have a Paragon built one each. So they have four. Team 2 has one. Unless I didn't notice anything else. Unless there's a Mabor hiding somewhere, which isn't. Scathus still sitting there. Nuke is being heavily loaded. And the nuke from Yolinar is being hit. Or Jolinar, not Yolinar. Jolinar. I guess it depends how you pronounce the J. But it's just... oh, there goes the donut. It is down. Another donut is down as well. It's going to crash land right on top of those walls. Ooh, that's got to hurt. And a ton of gunships are down to the AA from Team 2. And there is a Monkeylord. It's cruising in on that base. There's Team 1 PD about to open up. Shield is being assisted. It's taking a little bit more time for the... No, it's going to go after the P-Gen. That's not P-Gen, the TD. And that Monkeylord is down. Another donut inbound. It's not going to last much longer underneath the flak from Team 2. But there are 3 Salvations online for Yonagi. And that's not looking good at all for Team 2 long term. Lots of that air grid is going down. The the Nuke is down. Salvation's still putting out rounds. Nuke is still being loaded. And it's loading decently quick, to be honest. Again, it is -2, so it does seem a little bit slower than normal. Because it is. Gunships come in, wipe out whatever's on the ground, but get pushed back by AA. And the donut is also wiped out. The crab is fine, but the Monkeylord is not. How is that thing barely alive at 400 hit points? It's just a tiny gust of wind would kill it off. Spy planes inbound to get a reading of what Team 2's up to. We have ASF moving in to intercept from Babel. Not a lot of direct air engagements. We've only seen about 1 or 2 of them. That's about it. Another Billy Nuke is inbound. Looks like it... Oh, it looks like it was redirected, but I don't think it was. Maybe it was... Oh, no. Maybe it was. That crab is inbound. It's going after the P-Gen. The Salvation is down for Team 1's Vernacek. He has ARAS, range, and speed on board. And that's crab going to go for the probably most important thing. Maybe, possibly, maybe. It's right there. We might as well go for it. Another Billy Nuke inbound is going to go after a decent amount of forces there. Nice grab there. We have Caillou at 72,000 mass killed and climbing. Another donut down the middle. That's going to get hit by a lot of AA on its way to whatever it's going to. Team 1 at 1, 2, 3 Salvations. Explosion in the east. Looks like Dice kills off Zardos with a snipe. Nice grab there. And all the gunships help protect the SMD. That's unfortunate for Team 2. That would have been a nice base kill as well. Team 2, again, if it wasn't for the Paragon, would be winning the eco game, but looks like Ogle just got heavily targeted by Team 1. And with that, Team 1 loses their first play of the game, 6v6 game at 46.5 minutes. Salvation landing in on the Pigeon. Oh, that's not good from Team 2 or from T1. Team 1, I can't talk. And we have Michael is engaging GCs. And there's one, and there's going to be the second one here shortly. Team 1 is losing. So as Team 1 is losing territory, they are killing off bases for Team 2. That is a thing. But oh, that's going to blow up here shortly. They fan out. Ooh. And down in the south, I think the Salvation, yeah, it's been spotted. Shields are going to be heavily assisted by Team 2's Jolinars. All of the engineers, that's what they're doing. Just keep the thing online. Keep the thing online. He's building additional shields just in case. Definitely a good move there. And there goes the mass FAF. Oh, that's a chunk of Flying Dutchman's eco. He's at 381. Looks like partial power outage just for a moment. Actual maybe continued power outage maybe. No, he's doing fine. Paragon is a little over half done. We have still only 3 salvations from Team 1's Onagi, but we have a bunch of GCs being built. And Team 2 is crashing into Team 1's territory on both sides. The middle's kind of just there. It's just kind of pushing in, but it's not pushing in as much as the western and eastern side. Again, Team 1 is slowly losing territory. But it might be a thing where Team 2's bases are going to be the main thing that will stall out Team 2's engagements. It's Bailey Nuke Lance. I thought that was another dead player, but some of the shielding is down for that salvation. It's holding on as best it can, but if that primary shield goes down, all bets are off, and that salvation is dead. Oh, the shield doesn't come online. That's a little unfortunate for Team 2's Jolinar. And there's 4 lasers just trying to chew through the shielding, but it just will not go down. You have to target the pigeons at that point and really just make it a point of no, you can't just assist that shield to, charge up. The remnants of Caillou's base are being eradicated. He has a little bit presence down here, just E-storages for overcharge, I guess. We have a charge down the middle, but again, Team 1 has the defenders for now. Again, they have an infinite money glitch, and they have tons of GCs now running around. The war of the GCs, that is really what's happening. War of the GCs. And the salvation is down, and Jolinar will be targeted by Team 1 satellites. Nuke is inbound. I don't know where it's going to go. It's going to go for this base. SMD is down. Looks like it did take a hit, that salvation did. And that's where the next shots were landing, and that's a dead salvation. Team 1 is going to lose 2 of their 5 salvations, which is surprising because the ones that were lost were the ones built by the players that didn't have a Paragon. So take that with what you will. Team 1, 12,000 mass income. Obviously, that's a Paragon thing. And another billion nuke lands. Team 2, it's not 7.1 unless they have a Paragon somewhere. I highly doubt it. I was going to say if they have Paragon somewhere, I was going to be amazed. He is going to build that Scathus over there in the corner. It's not expected, so hey, it might work. And that nuke is down. Good thing I came in at the right moment to witness its destruction. Here comes the nuke from Team 2's Toronto. It's his last nuke. He's got to make it count. And is it going to be an SMD built and loaded in time? Absolutely not. Corsairs are actually inbound from DICE to assist a little bit. And there goes the nuke. Some of those Corsairs will die in the explosion, but hey, it doesn't matter because they got the job done regardless. Oh, tons of mass kill. Don't know how much mass kill Trotto got for that, but it's a lot. And now the base for Veranicek is going down. Essentially, it's going to be left to pretty much only really 3 players. Obviously, Onagi, and then whatever Onagi gifted over to Mimics, and then we have Team 1's Flying Dutchman's base back here. The 4-5 Novaxes, 6 Novaxes soon. -4, let's go! Oh, yeah, we're watching the replay at -2. This is -4. That is insane. That is such a slowdown. Scathis is it's not gonna go anywhere. It just isn't. Pigeons are being targeted. All the everything preventing shields and the whatnot is probably Team One's main motive. Scathis is hey, that Scathis thing is progressing decently well. So maybe the size Scathis isn't a bad idea, but again, good luck getting through that shielding. Just good luck. You would I don't you'd have to probably wipe all this out, probably would be your first target. It's got a huge cascade and it does clip and I don't think it clips into that shielding though. And is that another self? No, there's only 3. Okay, I thought he built more. Oh, no, there isn't. No, no, that is one. His second Paragon's online because why have one when 2 will work better? And Donut, oh, it's going to crash land into Trotzel's forces. There he goes. Another Nuke inbound, though, from Team 1's Caillou. He's still launching those things, doing very, very well, considering he doesn't really have much left in the clip. Or in the mass bar, in the bar, the whatever you want to call it. But nice grab. Boom! Wipes out some forces there for Team 2. Again, it slows down the aggression. All the main bases going down. Powers usually is stored there, at least the power generators, and they use storage. And, you know, the main core mexes and whatnot, either a nuke or something, you know, Salvation, that's where usually all that big stuff resides. Which is, I think, why they might not notice that Scath has come online before it fires, or at least gets finished. And then it's going to be scouring around the map to find it immediately. Team 1, this is what they can see on Team 2 side of the map. Look at their sphere of influence just heavily diminished, but this is a main concern for Team 1. Oh, sorry, for Team 2. That is a lot. That is an incredible amount of GCs. We're talking about no. Okay, there's 66 being built and built, not active. That would be insane. That would be insane. We have that's oh my goodness, it's the March of the Colossi again. That is so many. Again, when you have 2 Paragons, okay, please tell me you're building a 3rd one. Nope, you're just you built another Salvation. That's number 4. That's number 4. You building more? Why? What happened with that? Weird. Have no idea what happened to those GCs. That's kind of weird. Mass is being sent to Babel. Why is Mass being sent to Oh, to finish shielding, maybe? I don't know. Oh, but the Scathis is done. Team 2 has something to fight back. 50 minutes on the clock. And, oh, those shots are inbound. I'm assuming they're going for this. And I don't know if Team 1 spotted it yet, but they have some time before all of that nonsense gets there. Unit cap has been reached by somebody. It's sailing overhead. That Paragon over there is not protected, so I don't know what they're going to be. Where is that? Where are those shots? Do not tell me you're going. No, you're going for. Why are you going for that base? We have GCs over here. Looks like some are being donated over to Mimics by Unagi. Oh, okay. Team 1's. Yep, Scath is shooting fine with satellites quickly, says Rosso Mach. I have to say his name slowly or I'm not going to be able to say it right. And Babel is underneath some massive amounts of Salvation fire. I don't think he's going anywhere anytime soon. His air grid's not looking too good. Yeah, just not. It's not looking good for him. And he's standing next to Pigeons. So that's also not going to help. Look at that momentum. Team 2 is heavily slowing down because all those GCs. You know, when you have a bunch of lasers shooting at you, it's kind of hard to really go forward. Scathis gets a couple of other volleys inbound. I don't know why. Oh, yeah, okay. Okay, he's going after the Novaxes. He might be able to grab those. Maybe tons of Ravagers, tons of everything. It looks like the satellites have now pinpointed the location. They've checked everywhere else. They are still inbound for the Novaxes, it looks like. I don't think they're going to get all of them. They might get 1 or 2 of them. They're not going to get all of them, especially with the shield being assisted as it is. And if the Pigeons go down, that no, but the SMD went down. That's the main thing. An explosion happens. Babel is Oh, he control Ks. Okay, I was gonna say his base was essentially in tatters at that point. So that is as a control K. We have 51 minutes on the clock. Team 2 loses another player. It's a 6v5, and that Scathis is down immediately. Well, not immediately, but a couple minutes or so after it is found. And the question now becomes, what does Team 2 have left? Because there's the marching of the GCs inbound. And looks like maybe... Oh, nope, didn't grab one of the Nova... Oh, they grabbed one of the Novaxes, so that's something. But another explosion happens somewhere. It sounds like a comm, but maybe not. SACU dies. Tons and tons and tons and tons of experimentals on the map. I'm assuming at least 100 experimentals built at this point. And that last volley might be the most important volley. It might wipe out maybe one or two more satellites. It might clip that one. It might get this one as well. If he is lucky, dice, are you going to be lucky? Are they going to roll nice? There's one. And... okay, he rolled like a 6 out of... well, if it was D&D, he probably rolled like a 10, like an 11. And then if this was like only two, 6-sided die, I would say probably he rolled like a 7. So not bad out of 12. So 7's not bad. It's about medium. About what he could have got. Because he did get one of the 2 out of minimum. But no, the GCs are just wiping everything off the map over there. We have GCs wiping everything off the map over there. We have Dice. He gave everything over to Jolinar. And then he gives everything over... Jolinar control K, it looks like. Actually, no, that's Trato's position. And then Jolinar control K. So we have a couple of control Ks from Team 2. There is the control K. So we don't see Babel's control K. We don't see Jolinar's control K. Oh my goodness, everything's being transferred over to Vindex. It's everything and Ogle. Dice might stay in the game, but Team 2 has lost more players, and it's now a 6v1, 2, 3. Sorry, that's 1, 2, 3 players technically, but technically 2. We'll say 6v2. Oh, okay, never mind. There goes Dice. And there goes Ogle right there. Everybody's control King. It is Vindex versus the world. 52 minutes on the clock, and I would speed it up if I could, because the trend line is definitely favoring Team 1. It was not looking good for a while, but once Team 1 got the first Paragon online, and then they got, of course, the second one, I mean, it helps. But that is a lot of zeros on Team 2 scoreboard there. Only Vindex remains, and this game goes on for another 6 minutes. Which, I mean, at this point, what else can be said? I mean, it's just going to be a slow death. And I'm going to try to speed it up, but obviously that's not going to work. Hey, look, it's -1. Hey, it went up. And as the stuff gets eliminated off the map, it will help speed up that sim speed a little bit. 3 Novaxes survive. Looks like number 4 is almost done. Not really needed at this point, but hey, it's nice to have. Oh, please tell me you're building another Paragon, because that's always the first rule of Paragons, is build more of them. I only see... Oh, there it is, there it is, there it is. I found it. There's number 3. Number 3, my lord. It's number 3. So much stuff. Just look at the insane just yellow wave that's inbound from Team 1. They're trying to find, I think, Vindex's comm, which, even if they find them, they have to get Torp bombers down there, or Zars, or whatever. Okay, I wanna point something out, because I just noticed it. What in the world is this? Oh, no, you're not. Oh, you are. You're building an ace. Oh, because... oh, please tell me you're gonna... oh, that might be what's used to blow up, I don't think he has the range to do that, but he blow up something for Team 2. And another explosion happens. I'm assuming another SACU, because it's not the comm. And it's nothing near Team 1's remaining commanders. Or it's a Billy Nuke, one of the other things. Eastern side, again, it's just the demise of the other thing. Vindex, hey, he's producing 3,000 mass for himself, so, he's doing well for himself there, but it's just not going well. And of course, unless some random, crazy, nonsensical Deus Ex Machina miracle happens, I have 0.00001% confidence that Team 2 is going to win this game. So let me know down in the comments if you were right or wrong. I would have bet on Team 2 and I would have lost. So just because of the trend, Team 2 had a lot of vision. They're doing very well in that northeast and southwest, but Team 1 just had a little bit more prep time with that Yonagi Paragon, and Yonagi probably will get MVP for me. That Paragon definitely saved Team 1 110%. Granted, there were salvations built by the other Aeon players for Veronicek and Mimics, but getting all of the everything, the land units specifically, yeah, that's really what saved Team 1 for sure. All of the SSUs blowing up. I'm just gonna get just ignore them because it's just not going to be the calm. We have T3 area quarters being targeted. Nothing's being built by Vindex. I think he's just sitting there. I don't think he's doing. Yeah, I think he's just sitting there, just letting this game go on for as long as possible. There's not a lot of there is some comms in the chat. Reported says been, well, why can't I not bug out of the map? Oh, so Vindex is trying to leave, and it's not letting him. I knew you'd try this. Looks like yeah, looks like there's a problem with him control Kang for some reason. Sad. Yeah, it's because it's 20k map, full 20k sad. So I guess there's a glitch with a full 20k map, maybe? That I have no idea about. So if anybody knows anything about that. So he actually wants to leave because he's like, yeah, this game's over. I'm not, why should I stay here? Which, again, especially at this point where like there's really no chance to come back. When there are chances maybe to come back, that's when it's like kind of disappointing. If it were 17.5 or something, I would be invincible. Technically, I think if it was 17.5, Team 1 probably would have ran out of space to win. Yeah, I'm winning. Sigh. Yeah, he just walk out. Like, what is he doing? And don't go on. No, no, no. Don't go onto the map. No, 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 no. What are you doing? Is he trying to be picked up by that transport and just he can't be for some dumb reason? Okay, well, he could walk out and just get hit by the lasers, but maybe he doesn't want to die by Novaxes. That's, always a sad way to go. Yeah, he's not doing anything. He is actively protesting doing literally anything. He is moving a bubble around, but not a whole lot. Here come those restorers. Here come the Gs. I wish they kept the guy who made the mod pack I used, the calibers. He kept the GC. Yeah, the G is easier to see. I understand that instead of the GC, but I do like the GC. I do miss that. Oh, and I do miss the old Novax icon. I think that one was a little bit better on the ground, but I get it. It's a little bit more definitive. Like, that is the Novax. But I am glad that he kept the satellite icon at least. It does make it, stand out. Like, this is a satellite because that's the only thing that has those little wings on the side. And 56 minutes on the clock. I found a new bug. Team 1 factories have animation of producing higher tech units when there's no HQ. Weird. That is weird. What? How does that work? And, oh look, there's an Awasat bomber because why not? Oh, is there some friendly fire? Oh yeah, there's a little bit of friendly fire there. Look at that. And I think they see him. Like, he's gonna build some SAM sites because why not? But luckily, even at... Oh, now we're at 0. Hey, we're back up to 0 speed. Woo! A lot of the stuff has been killed off, so obviously that goes up. But it's... Yeah, that is annoying he can't control K. Because I think most people would have at this point. Not even at this point, like 5 minutes ago, probably. As everybody was leaving, I think that would have been the time to leave as well. But look at that eco just dropped 600. And it's going to keep dropping more and more and more. Team 1's up to 18. Did you finish that one? Yes, you did. And you finished... Oh my. He has 4 Paragons. You get a Paragon. You get a Paragon. I thought you were building a Paragon up there. Hey, look. Those mass fabs got destroyed, I guess. Oh, it wasn't that much of a cascade. I thought it'd be a little bit more than that, but I guess not. A little bit more powerful. Not as powerful as I thought. I was a bomber hanging out, gonna bomb everything on the shoreline. Yeah, I just don't know why he's not gonna walk up there. I don't know if doesn't look like he was stuck. It looks like he's moving, but do not try to go underneath the map. Don't make this game even longer. No, bad. I think he's just trying to move. He's like, come get me. I'm right here. Come get me. I think that's what he's trying to do. He's like, come get me. And sim speed still not +1, but it's closing in on it. It's because everything else that Team 1 has. Are those solaces? Those are solaces inbound. And oh yeah, they definitely know where he is at this point. He's in the water, right? Yeah, it's okay. It's okay here, I think. And there, oh, bombs right on top of Index. He does do some damage to the shield, and those depth charges are going to get him. And some Solages looks like came in from Team One's Mimics. I think, yeah, Mimics got the kill, and Team One wins the game. I can't recall help. Buggy laggy game, says Vindex, and Team One wins it at 58 minutes and some change. That was a long game. Hopefully everybody enjoyed. If you did, please like and comment down below. Again, like I said, MVP does go, I believe, in my opinion, to Yunagi because that one Paragon saved the entire game. It was the walls were closing in, and Team Two got a kill on the Zardos, and that was the only death that Team One suffered. To be honest, or not be honest, but to point out. But look at all those GCs. Look at them. 65 GCs built for Team One's Unagi, and then Mimics had another additional 17 on. Oh my, that's so many. And that doesn't count the ones up here. I'm just counting the ones that are actually made it down somewhat near the other corner of the map. So lots of experimentals built. Love it to see it. Two game enders were built, but more of one of them were built, and salvations and all and whatnot. But it's a good game nonetheless. Would love to see, all try the quadfecta, but that doesn't always happen every game, of course. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. If you haven't, because why not at this point, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel, and I will see all of you in the next one.